Hey, hello, everyone. Pretend y'all didn't see that. Hi! As usual, we are always on top of it here at Yo, You Like That. I'm your host, Zarataro, and it's so glad to see everyone today. I hope everyone is doing well. Here at Yo, You Like That, we bring a guest on, a VTuber, streamer, content creator, and we talk about something that they enjoy, something they love, something that's fun and awesome, and we want to share it with y'all because that's what's so great about just things in general. Sharing things we love. We got to do it more often. World needs more of it. More. Anyway, let's go ahead and bring in our guest for the day. Let us introduce the one and only Blair. Hello, welcome.
Hello, welcome. I don't know why I said
To the
welcome.
show. I'm glad you are here. Hey, it's all right. It's a welcoming experience. We want everyone here to feel like they belong here on my little like outdoor desk and couch. I promise they're not moldy. No rain damage here.
Oh, okay, that's good. Okay, well, I mean, it's all right. So how you doing?
I am doing good. How are you?
I've been okay. You know, it's been a crazy couple months, but I've been doing really well, especially since the transformation.
Yes, that's right. You were originally a fire dog, if I remember right, or a cabot.
Sure,
What?
we'll say that. Not Firefox at all or anything like that. No, yeah, fire dog.
Yep. I know all about legally distinct fire dogs.
Yeah, yeah. Don't worry about me. No.
Don't worry about it. Oh man, but yes, please. For those that are uninitiated, introduce yourself.
Welcome everyone. My name is Flair. I am actually one half of my channel. It's called the Mythic Duo. We are adventures by day, streamers by night, and yeah. And right now I am a phoenix. I say right now. It's kind of funny. I am a phoenix, and it's so good to see everyone. Welcome.
Yes, thank you. Oh man, and we have a high kicking, high flying, high flipping topic to discuss today. I'm very excited.
Oh
We're going to be
no.
talking about Tokusatsu superhero, common writer, Power Ranger, Bonanza shenanigans. Yo,
Let's
let's
go.
fucking go. Him high. Oh man, I am very excited. I have been on a kick of this kind of stuff for like the past like year and a half. Actually, really probably like around the time COVID hit was I really just started like diving in.
Yeah.
Decided I had a little bit more free time, so and I couldn't really go out, so I just explored the vast internets, and I'm like, oh, I like
I mean, who
this.
needs to touch grass when you have grass on TV, right?
Yes, digitally filmed, electronic, altered, super fighting grass.
Ex- that grows.
I'm sure that was a theme for one of the episodes. I'm not sure. It's been a while. I remember the rapping pumpkin.
Oh my God, that's yeah. No, there's some crazy episodes, honestly. Just like I was rewatching the original. I'm going into Power Rangers, but I was watching the original Power Rangers, and it's kind of funny because you can kind of see where they're taking a lot of footage from their Japanese counterpart. And some of it just wasn't edited well enough that it was like, wait a
Yeah, was
minute,
it?
like wait a minute, like like what was it? There was this episode, I don't remember. It was like one of the earlier ones, and like for some reason, and I didn't even see this until my brother pointed it out while he was watching with me, and he's like, "Wait a minute, there's like this like some young Asian kid who's right next to the Megazord for some reason." And like this is when it's in its like full state. Like this is a giant kid right next to it. It's like, wait, what just happened here?
The kid wanted to help.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm sure in the original episode it was very poignant. Yeah, but as for the real life one, yeah, just bystanders, no big deal.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh man, but yeah, no, Tokusatsu superhero stuff. It is shows brought from, well, at least for us here in the States, they were shows brought from Japan that were like intercut with a lot of like just American acting and other kind of splicing. It's really like I guess like the best way to put it.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, Like, for me, I personally grew up with Power Rangers. You know, I looked up to them. They were like the real superheroes that I really loved to enjoy. I didn't actually start getting
Yes.
into Super Sentai and Kamen Rider until like this past year, to be honest. So I have a lot of
Hmm.
catching up to do. So
Just a little bit. Just a few generations.
just a few, yeah.
What's the Hesai era anyway? After all.
Who has any idea what that means?
Oh yes. No, I also started with like the original Power Rangers when I was young. I don't know if I've ever told anyone this like on stream, but I wanted to be like on the Power Ranger show. Like
Mm-hmm.
I didn't have to be a Power Ranger, but I wanted to be like one of like the like fighting like actors, either like a stunt double or just like one of the extras on there. It was always like one of those little kid dreams of mine.
Oh
I even
yeah,
took
for
martial
sure, for
arts.
sure, for sure.
I got a black belt in martial arts because I was like, yeah, I'll have like all the preliminary knowledge so I can like get a role. But
Oh my god, that's amazing actually. That's like super committed actually to the part where you went
it
to.
was, but when you're young, teachers are all like, no, you have to be smart. You have to go get engineering degrees. Actors don't survive, and I got super disheartened.
Yeah.
Needed more supportive adults in schools.
Yeah. Oh, I got that. I used to have. I thought actually I had this dream. I thought it was the funniest dream. I had this dream where I was a Power Ranger, and obviously I didn't know what the inside of the helmet looked like. So
Oh yeah.
so when I was in the dream, I put the helmet on and I couldn't see a thing because it was just black darkness. And so I was just punching randomly, hoping that I was looking cool. I was like, oh yeah.
Oh man.
Which is kind of
You,
silly when you think about it.
you don't even really think about it, but yeah, like Spider-Man or like all the superheroes, you just have the little bit of visor. It's like, how do you see so well?
Yeah,
I assume they explain it with magic.
I mean,
Yeah, no, it's just magic. You can just see all around you. It's really nice.
yeah, no, I don't even know. And now that I actually own a Power Ranger cosplay, actually the White Dino Thunder Ranger, uh,
Yeah. Oh,
it's
about
yeah,
Ranger.
it's cool. Yeah,
Yes.
it's really cool. But like, if you ever see his helmet, right? It's like this star shape almost like a an
Mm-hmm.
X shape almost. And because of that, the middle part kind of like goes in between my eyes. So also my vision is blinded, and what I can see is all in red. So so it's just like I do wonder sometimes like how did they do this? Like how did they how would they have like fought in realistically situations with this blinding them?
Oh, you know what? I never really thought about that. Yeah, but like all the like acting and stuff done is done in full costume, so you just gotta really practice like your placement and just hope the other guy doesn't like get too close.
Exactly. Yeah. Just I guess so. Yeah. And then, but a lot of
um,
the scenes were also taken from the Super Sentai series, also though, and like when it came to Power Rangers, anyways. I know that
yeah,
a lot of their stuff was
tradition they've
that
still
way.
done it even till now. Well, even the most recent one, they're trying to like shy away from using the actors part, but they're gonna stick to using like the Zord footage. But yeah, no, like even up until now, like they've been really like good about incorporating like the actual original footage into just the regular like the added content.
Yeah, no, for sure. Um, yeah, an example I have actually of that that you just said that they're using more of the Zord footage now is because what was it? I don't. I'm so bad with the names of the Super Sentai series, but there was a series where they were based on the constellations almost like.
Oh yeah,
Mhm.
Zul Ranger. I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 exactly. So basically, they're taking their Zord footage and they're putting it with the new Cosmic Fury series that's coming out, and
Yes, yes, that's the
which I was a
one.
little disappointed because I really wanted to see that other. I wanted to see them. I wanted to actually see the actual Rangers because I thought that their outfits were probably one of the cooler outfits, in
I
my
think they were
opinion.
the coolest too, and
And
there were so many. There's like 13 Rangers in that series.
mhm,
It's like it's such a big cast.
supposedly that's the reason why they're not doing that because there are like 12, 13 Rangers. So they're like, how are we gonna sell these people to anyone? And so I was like,
It's more toys to
that's
sell.
so
Come
sad
on,
though.
come on.
Exactly. I mean, Jungle Fury did it. Jungle Fury had a giant cast. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, and also Dino Fury. It's also got like a
Mm-hmm.
big like. Here's a purple one. Here's an orange one. Here's a light blue one.
Exactly.
You can never have too many. Oh
Exactly.
man. In the younger, did you watch any of the other ones that were coming out around the time, like Beetleborgs or VR Troopers?
I watched Beetleborgs. I did that, and I also watched. I will say, although for me it was a fever dream, or at least it felt like a fever dream, because nobody knew what I was talking about when I was talking about Masked Rider.
Yeah, Masked
Yeah,
Rider.
so I watched Masked Rider, which I now realize is was an Americanized version of Kamen Rider Black, which I didn't know.
Black RX, I think.
Yeah. And I didn't know, and so I watched a couple of it. I even had like two little figurines of him, and no one knew what I was talking about. I was like, "There's a guy, and he dressed up as a fly, and he talked to his bike and his motorcycle," and they were like,
Oh man.
"What?" And so so for the longest time, and it wasn't until middle school that someone was like, "Are you talking about Masked Rider?" I'm like, "Oh my god!"
Heck yeah, I am.
Yeah, and then
That's a show that Fox probably buried in like the backyard pit of like we don't talk about this
yeah,
anymore.
Masked Rider, and then they tried it again with Kamen Rider, Dragon Knight. They tried to Americanize it again, but I don't know, it just faded away.
Which is so weird because like Kamen Rider Ryuki, the one that Dragon Knight's based off of, is one of the most. Oh, it's not like one of the most iconic, but do you know Magica Madoka?
I do know Madoka, yeah. Mhm.
The director Jin Urobuchi said that he was inspired by Kamen Rider Ryuki, uh, whenever he was like making the story and plot for Magica Madoka, and then he became such a big fan of Kamen Rider, he got to direct his own season, Kamen Rider Gaim.
Oh, well, that's actually really cool, kind of cool piece of
It,
information. I did not know that. No.
it is wild how just like this guy is like, oh, this is cool, and then it's like I'm gonna mix this into here, and then they're like, hey, you want to go do your own season? He's like, hell yeah, I do.
Yeah, no, that's actually really cool. But yeah, no, it's kind of sad also. It's I mean, it goes on off topic here, but like, if they actually brought Kamen Rider to the states, in the same sense that they actually bring a lot of Super Sentai X Kamen Rider features, they could have definitely mixed those two together, also with Power Rangers and Kamen Rider. Also, I guess,
Yes, especially the
yeah.
newer Kamen Rider definitely have the appeal that could have definitely like matched a lot of like young minds around the time, especially with the anime boom,
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
a lot of tokusatsu, it's not only is it just like the fighting and the zords and stuff, but the characters are just so lovable and so like so much fun, like the little bit of J dramas that are mixed into them. I can't help but just find them so damn charming.
Yeah. I do find it also interesting how they do bring a lot of I'm sorry, I'm going all over the place here. They bring a lot of I want to say more adult content. Not really. When I say adult content, I'm not talking about like in any sexual way. I'm talking about like it's a lot more bloody, I guess.
Yeah.
In the Japanese versions, whereas in the American versions, they definitely childed it up, I guess you could say, or um
No, 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 no. You're not wrong. Like, not only do they like take away the kind of blood and stuff, but
yeah,
any kind of like gun is replaced with like a laser pistol.
yeah,
It's just pew pew pew, not bang bang bang.
yeah, like yeah, like I was watching EX8. I'm up to episode 20 now. I was watching EX8, and every time they get like super beat up and then they like demorph, they're always like bloodied up, and I'm like, oh my god,
Yeah.
oh my god, this is not something I've ever seen in Power Rangers.
Yeah, no, the makeup artists go really ham on it sometimes. It's
Yeah,
like, dude,
yeah, yeah. Same. I've been watching EX8. And I've been watching Geats. Those are the two series I've been watching right now. When it
oh,
comes
I
to
haven't gotten to
Kamen
start
Rider.
Geats yet. That
I find Geats to be really good. EX8 was really good, but it's got this like cartoonish flair to it, whereas Geats
oh yeah,
seems
X8 is so
yeah.
fucking
Whereas
cartoonish.
Geats goes from it's kind of like Hunger Games in a sense.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the one that's like a battle royale
Hmm.
almost, where
Yeah, which
everyone's kind of like in the situation where last man standing is the winner.
exactly, yeah. And it's actually really good. I highly suggest it. I also highly suggest you wait a little bit longer just so you get more episodes in because honestly, I'm I don't like waiting week by week. It's just it's
The week to week hurts. The week to week hurts
yeah,
so much. You're like, I want more
especially
now.
since there's so much drama involved. I'm like, please.
was was Geats or X8 like your first foray into like the Japanese tokusatsu stuff, or?
Oh, what into Kamen Rider?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I did try Masked Rider
Oh yeah,
and
yeah.
Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. But uh, those didn't last very long. And plus, Masked Rider, I was like, I don't even know. I want to say like
Furbo or
5 years old or
Furball
something like
or
that.
whatever,
Yeah. So,
whatever the weird fluffy Furby creature that's haunts my nightmares is.
oh, what Furbies?
No, no. In Masked Rider, there was that weird fuzzy alien creature like
Oh, I
Furbo
don't even
or.
remember.
Uh,
That's how long ago it was for me. But yeah.
no, I just remember that thing and it would always like get into trouble
Oh,
um and yeah, the talking motorcycle and then the
yeah.
multi-ethnic family was like the main things I remember.
Yeah, and I follow a couple people on Twitter who like post like Kamen Rider or 10% Sentai stuff, and so I would just be like, oh, this looks cool. I guess I should give it a shot, And then I started with the first. I tried the first Kamen Rider, and
Oh, like Kamen Rider 1? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Ichigo,
Brave,
Kamen
brave
Rider
man.
Ichigo, and I got
Ichigo.
through two episodes, and I was like, I don't know if I can do this. It's not that it's bad, okay? It's just that it was made in the 1970s, and so it's the 1970s.
Yeah.
The music is from the 1970s. The editing is from the 1970s. It's just like it's really hard for me to concentrate, especially with how bad I have with ADD. So I was like, okay, I don't know if I can do this. And then I like, you know what? I gotta start with something that is going to excite me into this series.
Yes.
So I was like, okay, the most recent thing is Kamen Rider Geats. I was like, okay, sure, I'll click on that, and oh my god! First of all, the intro is so sick, and the show just in general is like pretty badass. So in general, yeah, it really got me into the Kamen Rider world. I was already a Power Ranger fan since I was like 5 years old, so that I was already into Power Rangers. Power Rangers, Super Sentai I didn't really watch too much of, but I did start watching a little bit of the Constellation one. Again, I'm bad with names, so I'm.
I want to say it's like ZU, like
Yeah, it's like
ZYU, ZU Ranger.
Yeah, ZU Ranger, something like that. Yeah.
But every time I say that, I want to say Zoo Ranger, like ZHU, which is the like the dinosaur one that became Mighty Morphin over for us.
Yeah. Although I did find it really funny is that in that series, what has now attracted me is I think I'm on episode 3 in that series. I gotta I'm swapping all over the place, but in that series, I realized that if you ever watch One Piece, the voice actor of Zoro, he also voices. He's like a very famous voice actor, and he actually voices one of the Rangers, like one of the.
Really? Oh, that's so cool.
The Blue Ranger, because it's a costume character, kind of like how in SPD had the dog. They have a lot.
Yeah.
They have a lot of those in that series. So the Blue Ranger is voiced by him. So.
I love Doggy Kruger. He's my favorite in SPD.
I just love how whenever he morphs, he becomes smaller.
Yeah.
It's just always funny to me because like
it's so crazy. When I first saw that, I thought that was like an American only thing, and then I check out like the Super Sentai. It's like, yeah, no, there was still a doggy guy under there. I'm like, oh, cool. Let's go, doggy for the win.
Yeah, no. The one thing that really got me, is like a huge change between the American and the Japanese version is that they never had a JC David Frank. They never had the Tommy.
Yeah,
Oliver.
they never had the guy, like the face of it.
Yeah,
rest in peace.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I met him. He was amazing. But yeah, going from Green Ranger to White Ranger to Red Turbo Ranger to Black Dino Thunder Ranger, and all in between. Red Zeo. I almost forgot Red Zeo. But
yeah, Red Zeo.
But yeah, no, like I always was wondering about how that actually went in the actual original series. Since they don't have that that dynamic.
Yeah. Um, I want to say now it's not like not as much as like a legacy, but they do bring back like older Rangers for like legacy shows.
Mm-hmm.
Like Boku Ranger, which was our Operation Overdrive, Go Kaiger, which was our Super Mega Force.
I wonder how.
Which, by the
I
way,
wonder
I
how.
would I would totally recommend like Go Kaiger as like the next Super Sentai you watch. Like it is,
Yeah.
it's pirate themed and it's oh man, like it sold me on Super Sentai for the rest of forever.
Well, yeah. I mean, I knew that they had the pirate themes in Super Mega Force, but like, it didn't make much sense because like.
Oh yeah, no, it makes no sense at all.
Yeah, it didn't make much sense because it was like, okay, they're pirate themed, that's cool, but like, their
But
shtick
why?
is that they transform to any other ranger. That's not what we're focusing on, the pirate part. So I don't understand it either.
Oh yeah, no. Super Mega Force is a cluster. It is a cluster of I don't know if taking one like the best seasons at the time, incorporating it into a half season was like the right way to go. But you
Yeah,
know,
no, I
they were playing catch up at the time, really.
no, I absolutely agree. Like honestly, I thought it caught my attention when they could first, morph into any other kind of ranger, but at the same time, it was just like they felt rushed, and then the final battle was literally you can kind of just tell it's like, oh, we kind of just got whoever was available to film this part.
Oh man, let's go. Who's not filming a TV show or a
Yeah,
movie right now?
exactly.
Y'all are invited. Come on.
I am excited though, for the 30th anniversary. I believe that's coming up.
The special, yeah, on Netflix.
Yeah. Where I guess they're gonna have a special with the original Rangers. Well, most of the original Rangers. Obviously, the
Yeah,
original
I don't think they've
Yellow
got.
is.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Not yeah. They've got Adam, who is Ichigo's voice actor. What's his name? Shit.
I know what you're talking about, and I'm blanking on it also.
Oh, come on. Why my brain? Why my brain do this? A second, I gotta look this up because it's gonna bug the heck out of me. Ichigo voice actor. Johnny Young Bosch. Yes,
Mhm.
Johnny Young Bosch.
Yeah. Johnny Young Bosch. Yeah. Who he seems to be dressing up in the original Green Ranger outfit. I think. I don't know. I'm really confused on that because he never was the original Green Ranger. He was the second Black Ranger, and then he was the Green Turbo Ranger.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
right.
don't.
Green Turbo.
Yeah. So I mean I understand that Jason isn't there anymore, like Jason David Frank. But it's just a little weird to me that they seem to be putting him in that role. At least that's what it seems like. I know that the
Maybe they want him to be the new face of Power Rangers going forward.
I don't know. I don't think they'll.
Passing of the torch. I don't know.
I have no idea. I don't think that anyone should be replacing Tommy. I just think that because it is what it is. There's no one gonna be that Ultimate Ranger anymore. And I know he actually has one more
Yeah.
thing coming out as well. He's got the Legend of the White something or whatever. I don't even know. It's not an official Power Ranger thing, but it's with Bat in the Sun. He had this like alternate White Ranger outfit made and stuff like that, which was really cool also. But
I'll
besides
have to
that,
look into that.
yeah. But besides that, yeah, I know that Amy Jo Johnson isn't gonna be a part of the 30th anniversary, and yeah, and then they have Aisha, or I can't remember her name, but the actor who plays Aisha, the second Yellow Ranger, who will be there as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I'm excited for the most part. Oh, and Rocky for some reason, the guy.
Rocky. Yes, Rocky. I was gonna say because they couldn't get.
Yeah.
Don't think they could get Jason, so they got Rocky.
Yeah. Jason isn't there.
Yeah, but I know he made some appearances in like some of the recent like TV shows.
Yeah, he was in was it Ninja?
Like Super Dino? No, Super Ninja Storm. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Ninja Steel.
He bought like Super Gold Art. Ninja Steel. That's it. Yeah.
Ninja Storm was a different. Yeah, they like to repeat things. Yeah.
It rhymes. It's like poetry.
Dinos, ninjas. Yeah, Dinos. I think I've had 4 things already. Let's see, Mighty Morphin.
Oh, there's been so many dinos.
Oh yeah, it's been 4 things. So it's been Mighty Morphin, Dino Thunder, Dino Charge, and then Dino Fury.
I was gonna say it's the Knights one dinosaurs or
Wait, which?
I forget. The Knights.
Oh yeah. That's the Dino Fury. Yeah.
Oh, that's Dino Fury.
Mm-hmm,
Okay.
mm-hmm. That was the night one. And now they're moving over. It's the first series since Turbo into well, for Mighty Morphin all the way into In Space, that they're actually having a Ranger team move over to another series. So that went from Dino Fury to Cosmic Fury, which they
Oh,
actually
okay.
have their first own designed outfits, I guess you could say, which is interesting.
They're interesting.
But I'm not exactly 100% pleased with the
Mm,
outfits because
me
they
neither.
put muscle padding in for some reason, and I don't know why.
Oh, it's maybe it'll grow on us, you know. The action figures will probably look cool, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, well, they'll probably be the coolest thing about it. I don't know. We'll see. Cause like honestly, all we see is just like candid camera pictures. We're not seeing them actually in action, so we don't really know how it'll look. But we'll find out.
We will find out. I won't lie. I've been enjoying just kind of rambling because the questions that I had, like that I sent you beforehand, I can't pull them up. So I've been kind of just winging it this this one.
Oh, you can't pull them up? Oh, hold on.
Yeah, no, just Twitter is just on fire right now. So I
Really?
can't look up any previous messages.
Oh, give me a second. Let me see if it pulls up for me. Oh,
I think we've gone through.
I see that. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad we got a hold of everything we needed to beforehand.
Oh,
That would have been funny.
Oh, yeah. I guess just
Oh
in
man.
case this happens again, I guess once it's no longer under fire, just DM Alara, I guess, on just
Yeah, but probably
Discord.
hit her up on the Discord with the questions for Friday's show.
That's so weird. 'Cause it literally
Companies just
was
be like
working
that.
before. That was the only reason I was able to
I
friend
know,
you.
right?
Wow, that's kind of so crazy though.
It knew. It knew. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I can.
But yeah, no.
Keep talking about Power Rangers.
Oh yeah, no. I'm still down to talk about stuff too. I'm having so much fun. I don't get to nerd out about stuff like this too often. Oh yes. Oh yeah. What was I gonna say? It was about. Oh, when it came to like Power Rangers toys, did you have any like growing up?
Oh, I had a bunch of them. Actually, I even had some in my. Okay, so, no one really bought me. I guess in case I mean, no one really bought me Power Rangers because I did have Power Ranger toys. But like, I always wanted the big Megazords. My whole thing was I wanted the original Megazord. The Mighty Morphin one. And I remember when I got my first job. I want to say I was like 14, 15 or something like that. And I got my first job and I got my first paycheck and the first thing I bought was the not the original because the original is too expensive, but they had a rerun of the Mighty Morphin Megazord, and I remember getting that, the Legacy Collection or whatever. And so I got that, and I was like the happiest kid ever.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I had the Falcon Zord as far as like Power Rangers toys go, so I didn't have too many, but I love the Falcon Zord.
Yeah, as a kid, I had.
I don't know if it was from the movie, but just like in general, I was just like, I just think it's so cool.
Oh, it's very cool. My original, the other two Zords I had, well, the ones that I remember is I had the In Space one, which was the spaceship, the blue spaceship one, where it just like unfolded into one Zord. So I mean, it was cool.
Yeah.
But like, I wanted the one with
Yeah,
the
Space was
multi-parts.
weird about that. It had two Zords, and they were both just big robots that turned from like a ship to a Zord.
Yeah. So I had the little tiny rocket thing that they flew up in, and then that became the head, and that was just it. And then the other Zord was the Ninja Storm, but the first one. So it had like the lion, the bird, and the dolphin, but like the lion was pretty much the entirety of it, and all that was that the bird became the head, and the dolphin became like one of the arms, and that was it. It was like, okay.
That was such a weird toy line because they would sell that Zord in like 8 different variations where you would get like different ones.
Oh really?
Like, oh, this is the black and green one. This is the one that's just red. This is the one that's, and they were all like still like $29.99 each.
Oh my god.
Oh man. I used to work at a Toys R Us back when it was open, and whenever like the new like Power Ranger stuff would come in, I would always just take a look and be like, There's so much. There's so much.
Yeah, no, there's so many. Um, and then later on I got the original Mighty Morphin. I got the Dragon Zord, and I got even the what's it called? It was that big like Bronchiosaurus one that they.
Oh,
Yeah,
Titanus. Yes.
Titanus. Yeah, and I got that one, but I got the golden black version, not the original.
Oh,
version,
okay.
but
Yeah, I
still,
remember that one.
Yeah, because that's what they were selling. So I was like, okay, I had to have this. So I was able to put them together. Unfortunately, I actually am missing one of the legs right now of the Mighty Morphin, which I'm a little upset about, which I have to find.
Oh no.
But it's okay. It's okay. I'll find it.
It's there.
I'll find it.
It's just hiding. Oh man. I was always very confused about Titanus in the show because I never really recall like when it joined. It just started showing up for the final attack sometimes, and I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
this is so cool.
for like the big
Where?
battles, they were just like so. It's like, why aren't we using this all the time? You know, I don't get it. Yeah.
It's like Spider-Man. Whenever like the robot comes up and it just does the sword strike, just do the sword strike. It kills the monster in one hit, and then you find out that they just lost the Zord like really early in production, and all they had to do was reuse that footage.
Yeah. No. It's always funny. I seeing the different stuff all over the place. Like I don't know why, but this just made me think of this. So again, going back to the original Mighty Morphin, watching like the Zord fights, and you kind of like it like suddenly realize that there are people in suits, you know, for these Zord fights, because they had the part where the Green Ranger, like this is back when the first showed up, and he was like in his evil phase or whatever, and he jumped on top of the Dragon Zord's head, and then you hear his voice, but as it zooms out, you can tell that it's clearly like a little toy on top of his head.
Yeah.
But
Oh man, they did some camera magic back in the day.
Yeah.
I remember seeing a like how whenever like the Zords are like running through, how they actually like made that scene work, and they had like a treadmill that one guy was turning.
Oh my
One
God.
guy had a big industrial strength fan, while another person was like sprinkling like dirt in front of it,
Oh, that's
so it looked like it was
fantastic.
like rushing past them.
That's insane.
And another person was like rotating a not a green screen, but like just like a screen in the background. But yeah, no, it looked super wild, and I'm like, oh man, they must have did so much work back in the day to make some of that stuff like look good. I always wanted to just like rampage in one of those little cities.
Yeah. And then you have my favorite ever scene, my favorite ever Megazord scene. I will never get over this. It is again going back to when the Green Ranger was evil, and how he fought the Power Rangers. They summon.
He just grows big and he just fights the Zord as himself.
Oh no, that's good. That's good. But it's even better when it was like so they summoned the Zord for some reason really early on, and the Green Ranger jumps onto the Zord and enters their Zord.
Oh, he enters the little command room.
Yeah,
Yes.
and then they're like, what? And the door opens up behind them, and they're all like, what? And then he just starts beating them up. Just like throws them out of the Zord.
It's so ridiculous. Oh man.
Oh my god, I can't get over that entire like evil saga. It's the best.
Oh man, it's so crazy. Like they kept the Green Ranger going. Like one thing I remember about original Power Rangers is that they got all that stuff from Saban because they wanted to just make more episodes, even though the Green Ranger dies super early.
Oh my god, is he
Like
really?
in Jew Ranger. Yeah,
Oh my
because if I remember correctly, it's because he was already dead and he's like a ghost,
Oh, that's funny.
and so he was like brought back on limited power.
Uh-huh.
I forget all the details, but yeah, no, he doesn't make it to the end. Spoilers, I'm sorry, but
Well, now
the Green Ranger dies. Oh no!
that's actually really
Why does
interesting.
why does the Red Ranger have that gold thing? Goodness.
Oh, that makes sense now. Why he has that?
Yeah, because right, because they're brothers actually. Yeah, yeah. Rita brings his brother back from dead and makes him evil.
God. What? Now I have to watch this. Now I have to watch Super Sentai version of this. This seems so much like, more intense and like.
It's very dramatic.
Wow. Wow. I did not know that. That's really funny actually.
Yes. No. What's great is like nowadays, like they have like the Shout Factory DVD box sets, so you can watch Super Sentai, but also there's like just the subs
Yeah.
you can find on like TV Nihon. dedicated fan base. Let me tell you, they get those subs out fast. Holy crap.
Yeah. No,
uh,
I mean, like honestly, anyone who does that with anime in general or Super Sentai, Kamen Rider is wild to me.
yeah. But also like Kamen Rider box sets are finally starting to come out in the States. We've got 01, Ryuga, and Ryuki box sets
Mm.
out.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So the attention's finally getting brought over here to the West. We're finally getting like legit versions of these at its own pace, of course.
Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. Um. Yeah, and then going back and forth about the I guess owning toys or whatever like that. Like it didn't stop, as at childhood. Then also we had the pop figures, which I have like a huge collection of the Power Ranger pop figures. I
I
have
always wanted the Pop Dragon Zord. It looked so cute.
I have the oh, I do have the Dragon Zord, don't I? Oh, I'm looking back. Oh, I do. I have the original. I have the
Yeah, it's a
original. Yeah,
cutie.
the original Megazord, the Dragon Zord. I even have the giant one where it had with Titanus and combination one.
Oh, really? There's one for that one. I never saw that one. That's cool.
Yeah, I could show it to you after stream. But like, yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. No, it was pretty huge. It's probably my biggest pop figure that I own. But and yeah, so I even have Lord Draken actually, which I thought was actually
Oh,
really an
wow.
interesting one that they actually
Oh, have you read any of the comics?
not as much as I should have. I've been more
I
watching.
mean, no, it's fine. It's fine. There's no rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, like the this game, Battle of the Grid, is based off
Yeah, the comics.
of the first
Yeah.
major arc of the comics.
Yeah.
The comics are good. I've been enjoying the run like very well. They do a lot. They give a lot of respect to the overall like lore and characters, and
Mhm.
it's just a good time. I would recommend like giving those a dive.
Okay.
I think it's IDW. What I want to read are the Power Ranger and Ninja Turtle crossover comics because those look fun.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard of those. I haven't. I don't know. I'm so bad when it comes to comic books. Like I haven't really like dived too much into it. It's like one of those like ADD things. Like I don't know what it is.
I usually personally have to wait for like the collected edition to come out, and then I either go to like a bookstore like a Barnes and Noble and I just kind of read it, or if I see it like on like a Comixology, well, before Comixology like turned like unusable, I'll like grab it for like $2 on like a Comixology sale.
Yeah. Yeah. Understood. But yeah. So I have that. I have the Dragon Dagger. I know that from the Green Ranger. I have the Dragon Dagger.
Oh,
And
Dragon Dagger's so cool. The whole little flute thing. Do do
yeah,
do do do
it
do.
even plays those like the little sounds or whatever else, which is really cool. And then the last thing I think I can think of is the Power Coins. I had like that collection they sold at Toys R Us for a while ago.
Yeah, I remember
Mm.
those. People would try and steal those so often.
Oh my god, really?
Yeah, they would just try and cut the coins out of them.
Oh my god.
People are crazy.
People are horrible.
It's, nothing would surprise me sometimes.
Just trying to steal Power Ranger toys. God.
Yeah, I'm trying to steal this honorable good guy thing about, fighting for justice. But I want to steal it. I want it to be mine. That's
Yeah, no,
just right over their head. Right over their head.
yeah, I don't get it either. Yeah, no.
But oh man, so you've got Xaid, Jeet, and Zew Ranger on your list. Oh man, that's a good selection. Those are some good starting ones too, I want to say.
Yeah, for right now, yeah, for sure. And then I'm already caught up. Well, pretty caught up. So when I grew up, I went from Mighty Morphin. I watched a bit of Zeo, and then I watched the Turbo movie, and then I remember there was just this huge
That
gap.
Turbo movie is so weird.
There was this huge gap where I just like I stopped watching Power Rangers, like, and then I remember I was at my aunt and uncle's, just like a sleepover. This was obviously a long time ago. And it was like Saturday morning cartoons, and they had Operation Overdrive. That
Oh,
that came
okay.
on.
That
And
was
I
the
know,
last Disney-owned
Mhm.
version, I think.
and I think it was was it? No. Operation Overdrive. After Operation Overdrive came Jungle Fury. So I don't think.
Oh wait, yeah, I think Jungle Fury was Disney owned as well. I
Mm,
forget. Disney owned Power Rangers for like a this big old like section, and then
yeah, once.
it went back to like Bandai or something.
Yeah, it was Jungle Fury, RPM, and then after RPM, I believe is Samurai. So
Yes, Samurai.
yeah,
Samurai was a big
that's when
one.
Samurai. I think that's when Disney lost it or whatever, or sold it or whatever.
Yeah,
Hmm.
sold it. Yeah, because then we started. That's when the Samurai game came out
Hmm.
for Wii
Yeah.
and for Connect.
Oh my
There's a
god.
Power Ranger game for Connect, yo.
Who saw that coming, right?
That's low key. I would love to like stream it one day, but I don't own a 360 or a Connect, so gonna have to work hard on
Yeah.
that.
But I remember I was like, I was playfully mocking Operation Overdrive because, it's Operation Overdrive. And I remember being
Fan
like,
base would concur.
I'd be like, "Oh, this is so silly." Ha 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 ha, and then I kept watching it. and then I was like, "Oh, wait, this is kind of cool." And then Jungle Fury came out, and Jungle Fury was so good. Hold on a second. Can you get off, please? Sorry, my cat was on my computer in the background, and she kept pressing buttons.
Yeah,
So I
no,
just kept hearing this computer being like, "Stop, please." Sorry.
my cat is constantly like looking at me. It's like, hey, I see a desk there. You gonna jump on it? I'm like, no, not right now. I go, I'm gonna jump on it.
Yeah, no.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, we own 4 cats, so like they're always getting into trouble somehow.
Somehow
Yeah.
they find ways.
Mhm. So yeah. So anyway, so I got into it. The Jungle Fury came out, and that was really good. RPM came out, and RPM was phenomenal. Also, like Jungle Fury and RPM both were just like back-to-back amazing series. And
I low key love the gold and silver Jet Rangers. Like,
Mhm.
oh, that's so my aesthetic.
yeah, no, it was those series were just so good in the Power Ranger series. And then I started going back and rewatching. So I got to obviously Dino Thunder, Ninja Storm, uh, all this like all those good ones. And I kept going backwards and backwards. And then I got to Time Force. And Time
Oh,
Force was
I don't know anything about Time Force actually.
so it's nothing wrong with Time Force. It's just you can kind of tell the difference between the quality and production when it came to one series to another. Like I think so after Time Force was Wild Force. So I got through Wild Force. You can start seeing that it was like, that the production started picking up right after Wild Force. Because right after Wild Force was Ninja Storm, I believe. So
Yeah, I think
so
that's
Ninja
right.
Storm like really picked up production value.
Yeah,
So
I remember
yeah.
that when they had the like the BMX.
Mhm. Yeah. So Wild Force, Wild Force was not bad, but then Time Force was something, and it was just hard to watch. I don't know what it is. It's like it's like if you're watching uh Avenger movies, right? And then you
Yeah.
go to the original like Hulk TV show or whatever, and you're like trying to watch that, but you
Mhm.
know that there's a Hulk movie out there or the Avenger movie out there, and it's
Yeah.
just hard to like focus on it and be like, okay, this is cool. I mean, if you can appreciate it for the time that it was made in, that's awesome. But I have a hard time doing that personally. So
All I know that it's got the Quantum Ranger, and the Quantum Ranger looks cool. That's all I
Quantum
know
Ranger
about Time
does
Force.
look cool. Look, listen, the concept behind Time Force was really cool. It was just hard to watch a little bit, just because of the, and I know it just sounds sad, but just the production value, or the, like it looks like a lot older, so it's harder to
Yeah.
watch. Yeah.
So you didn't make it back to space, did you?
Not entirely. I did watch the ending of Space, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone's got to watch
Mhm.
the ending. If you watched any Power Rangers growing up, you have to watch the ending of Space. It's
I mean, it's
the end of an era.
yeah, it's the end.
Quite
Which
literally.
I think it's still funny that they somehow got rid of Lord Zed, but then he somehow returns. he actually.
Oh, you know, they made him back to human, but it just didn't stick.
Yeah, it just didn't stick. Yeah, and same with Rita. Same with Rita. Rita turned human, but then in Mystic Force, which by the way, Mystic Force was amazing. Also, Mystic Force, she is the great I'm sorry. Repeat that. Mother of Magic. Thank you. Sorry, my brother in the background correcting
Oh,
me.
you're fine.
The Mother of Magic, who was amazing. I just thought it was interesting. And but then yeah, Lord.
The little throwbacks like that are nice.
Yeah, and then they had the child of Rita and Lord Zed appear in Operation Overdrive because yeah,
Oh.
and then he takes away their abilities to morph, and then they bring in all these other old Rangers to take up the team at least temporarily, which was also
Yeah,
interesting.
that
Hmm.
yeah, because Overdrive was Boku Ranger, which was one of the anniversary ones, so that makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah, and then because they brought in Green Mystic Force, they brought in Johnny Young Bosch actually as the Black Ranger. Um, they brought in Yellow Dino Thunder Ranger. Like I don't remember the entirety. Oh, I think it was Blue SPD or Red. No, Red SPD. Red
Oh,
SPD.
Red
And
SPD.
then he was talking about how he was the Blue SPD Ranger or whatever, but like they somehow. Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
Oh no, you're fine. I thought it was cute. I
Yeah.
see little Umbres falling.
Yeah, yeah. The only reason why that's happening is that means that somebody is in my chat spamming the emotes getting ready for. I'm so sorry about that.
Yeah. No, you're fine.
Yeah.
Those are good fans.
Yeah.
They're ready.
So that's funny. I didn't even know that was gonna happen. But yeah, so no, it's very exciting. I don't even remember what I was gonna say right now because I just lost my train of thought. Oh, something Lord Zed, and then Lord Zed came back at the end of Dino Fury, which was the last series before Cosmic Fury comes out, and
Yeah.
that's literally how they ended it. I'm sorry if I'm spoiling anything, but they literally ended it
Oh no,
where
you're
they were
fine.
like, "Oh, Lord Zed has escaped because they defeated him or what again? They're like he's escaped. We have to go after him," and then they just ended it like that. I was like, "What? How do you end it like that?" So then I realized that they're moving the team over to the next series. I'm like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense now."
Hasbro's got a big old plan, so we
Yeah.
gotta
I did see this.
bring back all that
Yeah,
stuff.
I saw this funny TikTok a while ago, and like they were talking about like, oh, have you heard that Super Sentai might be ending soon or whatever like that,
Oh my
and then
god.
they're like, what are we gonna do? Like how are we gonna take all this footage? Like, dude, we have like one of the biggest franchises, in the Americas, and we can create our own footage. It's okay. And he's like, what? No, we can't do that.
Can't do that. That's crazy. Oh man, no. The Super Sentai has been quote unquote dying or about to be canceled for like the past 10 years. Like every time like a new show's like on episode like 22, they're like, "Oh man, Super Sentai's not doing so well. This is going to be the last one."
Yeah, and then it keeps going.
It's like, "Come on, guys. Come on."
Yeah, I still
Come on.
find it wild that Mighty Morphin actually was like Super Sentai 10th season or something like that. Like they've had like so many before it also until it actually
Yeah, I
made
know.
it to
I
the Americas. Mhm.
because I saw like Go Kaiser first. I didn't get to see like a lot of like those old ones like Go Go 5 and Jetman and they all had these like little like things. Then I go back and look at them like Bioman and I'm like, wow, this is old.
Exactly.
And there's one that's like based off like Marvel superheroes even. It's like they have really wonky ass costumes. I'll send you a picture of it. But yeah, no, they got some weird ass seasons like those first 6.
That's really cool though. I think.
It is. I think they actually had like a partnership with Marvel at that time too. So
Really?
it's wild. Yeah, it's wild. Like all the legacy stuff. It's just everything builds up on itself one by one, and now like all the new Power Ranger stuff we're getting is like, yep, Lord Zed and Old Rangers 30th anniversary. Can't stop, won't stop.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm excited for it anyways though.
It's fun. It just means more stuff in the future. I would like a new Power Rangers game. Like this one, Battle for the Grid was nice, but I would like a character action Power Rangers game. Come on, let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah.
But
I'm
Flare,
excited for whatever is new coming out though. Like I mean, I even like I think it's kind of cool. Cosmic Fury is gonna have our first female Red Power Ranger in it.
not counting the Samurai episode, the one episode of Samurai.
Yeah. Well, I mean, okay. First
First
lead,
leader.
yeah, leader Red Power Ranger. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah.
Let's go.
And then I don't remember what it was. There was something else that was like, oh, I think
Another first.
yeah, there was a couple. There was a couple of firsts, and then we're like, oh, this is so cool. I don't know. I'm excited for it. Like, I mean, I'm a little nervous to be honest, because again, it seems like they're completely going off the rails here with what they normally do. So it's a whole new experiment. But I'm also excited to see what they're gonna come up with. So.
It'd be exciting. Well, Flair, I want to thank you so much for coming in to join me on the show today. It was been a lot of fun talking about and learning about all this Power Ranger
Yes,
stuff. Let
thank
me
you
tell
so much
you.
for having me.
Feel free to plug. What are your plans for later today for the week?
Later today for the week. Well, I mean, today later on, I'm gonna be doing. I'm actually starting up a Pokemon Soul Lock. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
Nice.
Yeah. Our first Soul Lock kind of got ruined, so we're doing a new one because we were doing Moemon, and Moemon was not made for Soul Nuzlocke. So,
Yeah.
yeah. So we're doing that. Um. Rest of the week is pretty much actually just a bunch of like Fortnites and Mario parties and stuff like that. So it should be a fun week.
Yeah.
And a lot of cool stuff coming up. So.
Yeah, everyone go follow and check out Flair and Umbre, the mythic duo.
Thank you, thank you. And thank you for having me. It was a lot of fun.
No, thank you so much for joining. It was a lot of fun. Definitely have to chat more about cool stuff. But yes, everyone, thank y'all for coming in, stopping by, and watching. Everyone have a lovely rest of the day. We will see everyone later. Bye, Q.